Hello my lovelies, so this is Lizzie from Love from Lizzie, and today I am bringing you the August 24 Love from Lizzie release. So the kit video, the unboxing for To the Beach is already up in the channel. If you've not watched that, I suggest you jump out of this video, watch the previous one, then this one will make a whole lot more sense. But this is the kit this month. It's so happy and cheerful, and you get some cards and envelopes, papers, stamps, dies, some lovely little embellishments there, some new peel-offs. It's absolutely packed with lots of fun, happy products. So we have got a lot of coordinating product, things that match directly to the kit, and we've also got some stamps and stencils and dies from previous releases that we are bringing back into the shop. So I'm going to run through them as best I can. The very quick update notes are that if you're a VIP or a subscriber and you subscribe today, you will receive this kit. This month we are going to be sending a free gift that's a surprise with every kit that we send out. It's just a way to say thank you. We appreciate everybody's patience over the last few months with us. We have a brand new loyalty program that will be starting soon. Keep yourselves abreast of the newsletter and the blog and our social media to find out those details. But we have a new design team coordinator. She's absolutely incredible and doing some really fun stuff. We've got lots to look forward to with her. There'll be big announcements again with that in the coming weeks. All add-on orders need to be in by Monday morning, MDT at 9 AM, 29th. Because that's when we have to cut off so we can start taping our kits ready for shipping. And beyond that, I am now just going to dig in. So we've got the usual suspects, which we release each month. So we have the pearlescent bundle. It's 8.5 by 11. It's single-sided cardstock, and it's got this really lovely sheen, as you can see. There are 6 sheets. So you've got pale blue, ivory, this really lovely deep blue, mink, red and old gold. So they work really nicely with the colours that are in the kit. We have got the peel-off bundles. So this is the variety bundle, which has got gold moon dust mini stars, white mini circles, and white are fabulous because you can colour them with your alcohol markers, so you can match them completely to your project. We have got the ice blue mirror sway, and we have got the blue mirror straight. So it's a really pretty, beachy, and these little stars would work fabulously as little starfish on a beach scene. This is the pinstripe bundle, in which we've got the soft peach, ruby red pin. Then we've got white with gold finish, and we have blue holographic. We are releasing, these were in a kit previously, and they were in the Bon Voyage, Vintage Escapes even. They were in our second travel edition one, which was released in February this year. And we are now releasing them as a standalone product into the Love from Lizzie website. But again, the glittery stripes I think will be lovely for beachy eyed, you know, just to give that little hint of the sea and the beach. We have got a half-size glitter bundle. Now, we haven't done this before, but this is 8.5 by 5.5. So it is half American letter size. So if you folded it in half to make a really fancy card front, that would work. But it means they are perfect for your stitch die cutting, and you've got 2 panels if you just wanted to split them in half and cover cards with. It's got this really lovely deep blue. It's like an aquamarine greeny blue colour. Then you've got teal, this really lovely pale gold, gold mirror, and a gold embossed mirror. So they are the 6 sheets you get in that bundle. And this is all the non-shed glitter. It's super smooth, it's lovely to work with. and I absolutely adore this bundle. That's one of my favourites from this release. We've also got the A5 cardstock bundle. Now this is half of A4, so it's slightly different in size. As you can see, it is narrower. Half of American letter is narrower and slightly taller. So you actually get the same amount of cardstock when you have A5, but it's just in a slightly different orientation. So this is similar to the additional lightweight cardstock that was in the kit. This is perfect for die cutting because without adding bulk, because it's thicker than paper, but it's thinner than card. So you wouldn't want to use it for a card base, I would suggest, but it's fabulous to die cut from, to create mats and layers, to create little strips without adding that extra weight. And so you've got gold, you've got a mid blue, an ivory. This is a very pale baby blue, and then you've got like a sandy apricot sort of colour, beachy colour, and then you've got craft. So they are your 6 sheets in that bundle. We have got the full size shaker mixture, which is, as you can see, shake it up. It's got gold glitter, tiny micro gold balls, and little flakes of gold as well. Not real gold, I'm afraid. I wish there were. Otherwise we'd all feel like we could pan for it. And then it's got this really lovely, smooth, mono-coloured ivory sand to it. So perfect for shakers or for adding texture to your cards. We've got open heart gems, which were a previous favourite because they're adhesive, so you just peel them up, they all come up in one go. You can snip them separately if you enjoy the size of the Diamante, but they look ever so pretty, especially with a little something stamped in the centre. We have got the glitter dots in both the small and the medium sizes. All of these items are listed under August release on the front page of the website in the favourite shortcuts. It says August release. It will also be in the mega menu, so there's multiple ways to get there, but it's all, I've tried to lay it out as clearly as possible. We are also reintroducing some previously discontinued embossing powders. So we have Lemon Zest Party, which is a really lovely yellow, and it's got silver holographic glitter and chunky glitter. And because you can't see very much like that, I have embossed a heart, so you can see how shiny that yellow is. And then it's got this lovely glitter and chunky glitter in it. So that's the Lemon Zest Party. The whole party range has the silver chunky holographic in it in the Love from Lizi. So that, if that helps you understand why we've named it as such. And we also have the Warm Navy, which again, you can't really see from the pot what it is. So I have embossed it, and look at that shine. It's super smooth. It comes really nice. It is lovely and fine as well, so it's great for sentiments. But those two I thought would go really nicely with this kit. We have the Love from Lizi Nimbus Cloud stencil, and this is a bit of a double up because you've got all the different sized clouds that you can use a tiny little bit of very pale blue along, and it just gives that little puff. But you've also got the cloud edging, both the positive and the negative, so you can create layers going up your card if you want to. And then there is also a scallop which works for the sea, so both, again, the positive and the negative. So this stencil works really well for nice beachy scene cards, which, as you've seen with all the lash girls and all the little bits and pieces that come in the kit, is going to be ideal for. We also have, which is something that I'm so excited about, is the Beach Babes. This stamp set is so pretty. So in the stamp set that comes in the kit, you have one of the little ladies and the seagull and the lighthouse. So you've got a really good beach themed stamp set. And this stamp set has the other 3 ladies, plus the deck chair, the book, some sunglasses, a buoyancy aid, and then a little wooden sign. And within that wooden sign, you can stamp the sentiments: Beach Babe, vintage, not old, One classy lady, hello beautiful, you're timeless, you're a lifesaver, birthday wishes, sunshine kisses. So you could stamp this that way up and then stamp two, so it's like a post in the sand with a couple of bars to have these two together. But of course this cute little lash lady is blowing kisses, so the sunshine kisses is great, and you've got the mini heart peel off stickers that you can have sent out. And then this lady with her arm spring, she could be dancing, but also you could hang the lifesaver from her, or she could be holding the book. And so the You're a Lifesaver works brilliantly as well. So that is the add-on stamp set. We have got more of the seashell gems. Now in the kit there is a strip of these, and these little packets have 3 strips, but they are so shiny and pretty, they're lovely. And as I explained in the unboxing, you can simply peel these off of the adhesive that's on here if you want to use them individually, or if you wanted to add them into your shaker mix, because they do have a low profile. And as long as your shaker isn't as deep as the whole gem that's alive, then it won't flip over. So you have the clear, and we also have the purple, the pink, and my personal favourite, the blue. And they all have this really lovely iridescent finish that sits over the top. They have this really lovely embossed, hoping you can hear that, the shell shapes to them. So again, really very pretty. Plus we have some brand new dies. So we have the starfish, which is really sweet because it both die cuts and embosses, and it's got this really sweet smiley face with these cheeks that are just asking to be coloured in pink. We also have the turtle. And I think one of the things that I really like about these dies is how happy they all look. So again, you've got the smiley face and the eye die cut there, but you've got the detail on the fins that's all embossed, so it's almost like, they're not scales, are they, but they have a ridged texture on their skin, and they're perfect for inlay die cutting. We also have the happy crab, who is in fact my favourite of the 3. It's just so happy. And again, the claws have got some embossed to them, and the eyes are raised as well. So really lovely dies. Now we have recommendeds, which I will super quick run through because I do have some brand new products still. So we have the Aloha die, which was historically available in the Love from Lizi website, but we've re-released. And this is how it looks, because you've got the 2 dies there. You've got both the lettering and then the shadow. So you can die cut the word from one shade and then glue or tape onto the backer. We have got the Daydreamer die, which I think is lovely for at the beach, because we all like a little daydream at the beach. Really very pretty. We have the Hello Sunshine, which again, ideal for this. So you may well have these dies in your stash from us, so you can pull them out so that they work alongside. Alternatively, as I say, they are listed. We have Birthday Wishes, again super delicate but so pretty, and very classy with the lovely lash girls there. We have the Nesting Heart dies. These are super popular because there are 3 dies, but there are so many different configurations because they nest. So you can die cut the large one and a second one, or you can inlay die cut, and there is also a teeny tiny 3rd one. So, and there are so many variations on how you can do this, because you could inlay die cut the smallest from the largest. The options are there to play with. We have got the deck chair die, which is very, very pretty. It's got this lovely design, and it's an ideal size for the Lash Girls to be in the same card with. We've got our very sweet mini pineapple die, because when you're at the beach you love to have something sticky for all the wasps to want to come to. But it is that tropical feel, and it has also got this embossed texture, which is very sweet. And if you die cut that from white, you can just swipe your green ink pad at the top, swipe your tan ink pad to the bottom, and you are set. Next up we have the mini fruits, and again, they're just so sweet. You've got the mini watermelon, you've got a slice of what could be either orange, lemon or lime, depending on what you die cut it from. And you have a very cute little strawberry. You also have the cocktail. Oh, it's alive. Which is very sweet. Again, snipping off just that bottom portion there and die cutting that from another colour. You can make the drink a different colour. You could colour in the lime or the orange or the lemon and the cocktail glass. And last but by no means least on the dies, we have got the clownfish and surfboard. Again, perfect for inlay die cutting, and they look very, very pretty. The fish particularly I think will go really well with this kit. I mean, a Lash Girl I'm sure could be a surfer, she could be holding a surfboard. I'm really interested to see what everybody comes up with. Now we have some recommended stamps as well. We have the mini triangles. We have the Totally Tropical Stamp and Stencil Bundle. Now, one of the reasons that this stamp set was so popular is you stamp your image, you lay the stencil on top, and then you just smudge the green in from the outside. You only need one colour of ink, and it has such a professional finish. But equally, you could stamp 4 or 5 of these lovely big flowers on a background, and then you can use what is the negative part, hold it over the top of your flower, and then you can ink blend the background as well. So this is sort of like a double whammy, because it works for both colouring the flowers and for colouring everything separate of the flowers. We have the Tropical Escape Stamp and Die Bundle. So you've got all of the stamps here with a couple of sentiments. And then there are the coordinating dies for the icons, and you've also got Hello with a shadow as well in that die set, so that's lovely. This is the Vintage Escapes stamp set that was part of the February card kit. We obviously have the one from last month, which is the Sweet Summertime. Again, these sentiments work beautifully. You've got the sunglasses and some hearts, so these kits will work together side by side. We have the Let's Celebrate stamp set. This particular panel looks fabulous when it's heat embossed in gold or in silver or something. Perhaps even ivory pearl, it would look very nice. And then you can do a watercolour wash over it, or you can use some mica dust. There's so many things that you can do without having to sit there and colour it. But if you enjoy colouring, it's wonderful too. One of the really handy parts of this stamp is that it's never ending. So once you've stamped this section, you line it up and you can stamp the next and stamp the next and stamp the next. So you could cover a whole 12 by 12 sheet if you wanted to in just this stamp. And then there are a few of the shells in varying sizes, and Beach, Best Escape Anyone Can Have, Happiness Comes in Waves, and Let's Celebrate. So perfect for the beach. This is the Bon Voyage stamp set, which was our first travel kit from many years ago. And here we have the Simply Amazing stamp set, which are just really lovely, uplifting sentiments, perfect for when you're sending a happy card to a friend or a relative. So this is what I've been super excited about. We have, of course, got the Mini Twinkle from last month. However, we have got 3 brand new stitched dies. I will show you the arches first. These have been requested by so many people because they've really enjoyed the quality of our other stitched dies, so they wanted to have the arch, and these are really popular at the moment. Now this size, let me show you with a card front. This size is exactly the size of a card panel. It matches, it is the width and it is the height. So if you wanted to just have a slight arch, you could use this to create your card base from. I'll show that in a video so that you understand what it is that I mean. And these obviously nest in one another, so they're perfect. You can create windows, keyholes, and just really lovely extra aspects to your cards. And it's a fabulous addition to our previous 7 stitched dies. But the other 2, which I cannot wait to see what everybody does with, are the Innies. Now that sounds a bit weird. However, these are our pre-existing dies. These are our new ones. They look very similar. So the stitch circle and stitch rectangle went out of stock super fast. We have restocked them. They are back in now, thankfully, so you are able to get these if you've been hoping for them. They are just the regular stitched dies. Now, these are exactly the same cutting shape as the other set. However, the stitching is on the outside. So you get just as many. I have put as many as humanly possible on each of these. And what happens is you can die cut from one of the original, and then you can die cut from one of these to create a frame. Now it's easier to show than it is to try to explain, I believe. So I have, in true Blue Peter fashion, taken a couple of the dies. I have taken one of the original stitched rectangle dies. Hoping you can see, you've got the cutting edge around the outside and then the stitching on the inside. So this, I have die cut a panel from. Just laid it into my die cutter. Excuse all the embossing, I really need to get some new plates. But that is the original outer. So that's what people are used to using, and then you stick that onto your card. Now, here comes the Innie. So you've got the cut, as it were, on the inside edge and the stitching around the outside. So I'm going to hold these two up side by side so you can see the difference. It's very subtle, but you've got the regular one that's got the cut line on the edge and the stitching on the inside, and then you've got our brand new sets that have got the stitching on the outside and the cut on the inside. So I have used the originals, and I am going to pop this die is 2 sizes down from this one. If they were, the 2 die sets were side by side, I've gone 2 sizes down to be able to make the frame I'm going to show you. So I'm going to line that up just like that, just by eye. You can do it with a ruler if you want to make sure that you are absolutely spot on. To make sure that it doesn't fidget in my die cutting machine, because that is often what happens. I'm going to tape it down just to keep it in position. So I'll put one piece on one side, and I will tape the other side as well, because there is a law that we shan't mention that would jump in because I'm trying to do this real time. So I've taped down the brand new die on top there. I'm just going to push that through my die cut machine. Excuse all the clunking. Okay, so now I can remove the die. And what I have been left with is a frame that has both stitching on the inside and the outside. This is perfect for the shakers that can be made with this card. You can also obviously just cut a frame from the centre and then pop some acetate behind, leaving a full sheet of the rest, which works lovely with the circles to make a few circle shakers all together from the one front card front that you have. But also, following on from this, I mean, look how cute is that? You've just created a really lovely frame for a stamp. There's so many options, but what I'm going to do is show you one last little thing which I think is really neat about these new dies and how they work so well with our original dies. Is I have taken the coordinating inner die, the one that coordinates perfectly from the original set. As you can see, the cut lines are in the same place. So I'm going to take the inner stitching and take a different colour. And I'm just going to tape this onto here. I'm going to snip this down. This is just some of our lavender pearlescent cardstock. It's best to show with a different cardstock. I'm going to take that down. I'm going to run this through the noisy die cutter. And now you'll see why I've been so excited about getting these dies working together, because you could create like an endless innie outie with these dies. Let me just pop this free. It's always good to use well seasoned tape as opposed to a brand new piece of painter's tape. Right, so I have used the original on the outside, the brand new on the inside, and here, covered in tape, is another of the original. Look at all of that lovely stitching design that you've got. I appreciate there are stitched frame dies and they're lovely, but they're very restrictive because you have got so many different sizes here. You can create frames that are there's only 2 sizes between, or you could go 4 sizes between. The options for you are endless. And I mean, they also look really good when they're tucked slightly. You can create really good backdrops for your cards with 2 products and some nice cardstock, and then you can pop your ephemera piece on the front and you've created your card. So I'm really excited about these. I hope you are as well. But that is our release video, and everything that you'll see in this video is listed in the August 24 release in our new website. If you are a subscriber, please don't forget to pop VIP in the coupon code box. If you've got any queries, do get in touch. I have been working very hard at trying to clear our customer service emails. And we're really excited to see what everybody's made. The design team kits have already been shipped. We have a lovely new design team coordinator. There's going to be lots of announcements about that coming very soon. So lots of lovely, happy and exciting things from Love from Lizi. I hope you're having a wonderful summer. Check back for the making cards for demonstrations. And until next time, thank you for staying until the end. Here are some still shots. Happy paper crafting. Bye.